friends. I'm wearing a baseball cap. This is the only baseball cap I own, and it's because I volunteer for Red Cross and for service to armed forces, and this is the cap they give you when you volunteer for them, but I have never been able to wear it because I have giant hair. So you're probably wondering, like, where's the big hair? Well, here's the thing. I'm not allowed to move all week. I'm literally benched, like absolutely benched. I can go from my couch to this chair to the bathroom. It's all on one floor, and I can't stand in a shower because I can't get my foot wet. So it's impossible for me to comb my hair unless it's wet. So it was starting to knot. I had some dreadlocks. Dave tried to help me. It was sort of a disaster, but fortunately our friend Leanne is a hairdresser, a cosmetologist, and she washed my hair, and then she did fancy braids, which I'm told by my very smart nieces that they are French braids, which I can keep in for the duration of the week so that I don't get knots in my hair. So I'm totally rocking this baseball cap. I've never worn a baseball cap before. I tried doing it the other way because I have this huge forehead. I don't look good with a huge forehead, and I don't look good with a backwards baseball cap. So we're going with the front side thing. I want to like scoop it like this. But anyway, so today was a very, very frustrating day. And my word for the day was grace. No idea how that word was going to play out because I was just a hot mess of frustration. It's not ideal for me to sit at my kitchen table because I can't get my foot high enough. So I was sitting on the couch, and it was so hard to type on my computer. I had, like a little table, and I had it propped up, and it just wasn't working, and I couldn't get anything, and everything I needed was in another room, and I'm not allowed to walk from room to room, and like it just was a hotbed of absolute sheer frustration. So I figured out that we had figured out like 2 weeks ago that this chair that we have is actually a recliner. We didn't know that because it doesn't have side things. You push it with your back. So I thought, well, let me go try over there. So tried that chair, and that worked, and that was better. Still frustrated because I still couldn't get the things I needed. Like I'm writing a book chapter, and I needed some research that was in the kitchen, and it's hard to explain to people where it is because it's organized in the BRG way. And I'm like, I have no idea how this word grace is playing in because I am just frustrated. I am just absolutely, like, utterly frustrated, and nothing's going right. And it was frustrating. It was a frustrating day. So I was frustrated with my hair too because I had put tea tree oil in it to kind of like get it not to frizz so that it wouldn't knot. And that's, if you've ever used it, it's really heavy and greasy. And I already had really heavy hair. So I had my own, I can basic braid, and so I added in a basic braid. But it was annoying me, and it was getting like frizzy in this braid, and I'm like, this is a nightmare. So I reached out. I told Dave to tell, whisper down the alley, and then it was resolved. And so what was a frustrating day ended up being a really great day, and I got to go for a little car ride. So it wasn't a lot of walking involved there, and I got to get my hair washed, which a good hair wash always feels really, really good. So so it turned out to be a good day, and so I was thinking, like, it's easy to have grace or be graceful when things are going well, right? So easy to be, to exude gratitude, right? Which we know raises our vibration. It's so much easier to do that when we're in a good mood. It's harder to be grateful and have grace when we're cranky. And I was cranky. I mean, I wasn't yelling at anybody, but it was just silent frustration, which actually was so frustrating that I was like crying, like tears were coming out of my eyes because I was like, crap, I need to go get this file. And, I use mostly digital files, so most of it isn't a problem, but some things are given to me on paper, and I had to use paper for this particular thing I was working on. And then, as the day came to a close, and I was just so frustrated, like one after another, like good things happened. Like, I filled out my final paperwork for law school, so I'm officially a student at the Cleveland Marshall School of Law, majoring in getting a master's in legal studies in cybersecurity and data privacy. and with a specialization in the dark web. So, like, it's official. It's on paper. Like, it's real. It's happening. I start classes in a few weeks. And so, like, that's a really good thing. And then, like, my mother-in-law was here and my uncle-in-law, and we had dinner, and it was really good. And, like, telling stories and stuff, and it was just good. And, so overall, it turned out to be a good day. And so, like I said, it's easy to be graceful when you're in a good mood. It's a little bit harder to be grateful and graceful when you're frustrated. So I don't know what you're going through, but frustration is real, and it's really hard to keep in mind that we're trying to always raise our vibration and always keep that spirit high, and we're always trying to do better. I just got dive bombed by a bug. Ooh, I have to close the window. It's hard to remember that even in our darkest times, that we need to keep our vibration up, and to be thankful for all the amazing things that happen, all the people who've all the love that's poured in. I'm so overwhelmed by how kind people have been, and how generous they've been, and wanting to help. And this neighbor lent me a table so that I could work from the couch or this chair. My mother-in-law came up today so that she could take care of the boys, so that I didn't have to do any cooking or standing at the stove. Hikers have come forward and reached out. And friends, are willing to come up and help out. And so it's really been a blessing. I've really been overwhelmed and grateful. And it's important to show grace even when you're cranky. So don't know what you're going through, but whatever you're going through, I hope that you're surrounded by light and love. And I send you light and love and all the power of all the spirits and angels and Jesus. And I wish you the best. Have a really good night. Bye-bye.